So there I did. I found myself in Miami, back to San Francisco, down in Anaheim. And many of you have, I'm sure, enjoyed Disneyland. We, our family, are Disneyland fanatics. If you knew, you would be scared of us. And so I found myself down there the next night in front of the castle. Let me set the stage. You know that Walt built the Main Street so it was an optical illusion. It's much shorter than it looks like, as he built the home so it looked like it was a much longer road, but it's actually very short. In front of the castle was a huge float with gold and red streamers, the colors of the 49ers, and on the side it said Steve Young, Super Bowl MVP. And on top was myself and Mickey Mouse. And in front was the Disneyland band. And I don't know, you probably didn't know they had a band. They have a band. And so down Main Street we went. And you got to remember, I have now come off one of the most euphoric experiences of my life. The night, everything had been relieved, and I've been this wonderful feelings, and now I'm in California, in Anaheim, and at Disneyland, which I love, with Mickey Mouse at my side, and the band in front, and down Main Street we went, and people were just, they were, loved the Super Bowl and everything. They were yelling, Steve, you're the man, Steve, you're the greatest, you're the king, you're the man, Joe who, it didn't really And I want to tell you that for about, I think the parade, I was really upset with Walt because I really wanted it to be a longer, it was about, I want to say about 6 minutes. It felt like about 30 seconds, but for those 6 minutes, I found myself kind of lost in the moment, and I started to yell back at them, I am the man! I am the greatest! I was like, lost my, I never would have thought that I would ever be in that situation. So, very quickly the parade ended, and the band turned to go backstage, and it got kind of quiet, and we started to turn, and there I am standing, and there's two little boys sitting on the curb, dressed alike, like moms like to do, so if it gets lost or they get found. 6 and 8 years old, and the 6-year-old, the younger one, looks up and sees Mickey Mouse, and he's like, Mickey Mouse, like right there he is, Mickey Mouse, and he started to like mesmerize, walk towards the float, and before I could say anything or do anything for fear that he might get hurt, his brother grabbed him by the shirt, pulled him back, and says, you can't get near him, the big guy won't let you. I had another out-of-body experience right there. Like all of a sudden, everything crashed, and I suddenly was looking at this 8-year-old with I was just upset at him. Like, kid, look at the side of the float. Steve Young, Super Bowl MVP. Of all the times in my life that I am not Mickey Mouse's bodyguard, it is right now. And I want you to honor that. But it was like many experiences in my life, so many that I couldn't share them all with you, that happened in the immediacy of the moment that I reflect on for years and years, the impact that it had. I can still see the 8-year-old. I can still see the red shirts. I can still see the Levi's. I can still see what he said. And I see it so clearly because of how it affected me, because I immediately realized that yes, I had made it to the top of Everest, but that there it was 6 minutes later, and I had another role to play and another perception to deal with. And I realized that humility, for me, is sometimes forced. A lot of times, I think it should be worn like our favorite pair of shoes. Humility is, to me, one of the most important pieces of my life. Sometimes it is served cold, but regardless, humility should be our home base, the place we are always connected to. Through the dregs of affliction,